pose an insurmountable task. Will we win the day, or is it too much to ask? Such mortal danger, even with the help of the town guard, till Davos takes it on himself. Greece is the word. A giant lays prone, slippery and weak. Who will be the one to take the trophy? Quinch enraged flies back up to his feet. Will he attack or will he retreat slowly? A thunder wave from Greg is required. One dead, the others flee in dice and desire.
The Giants have run off. And, yeah, what do you want to do?
Quinch would like to enter the port hut.
Can I rest?
Okay. It is worth noting that it is afternoon at this point. If you want to rest, you can do a short rest. You can do some hit dice and whatnot. You've obviously you arrived early morning. You've been through some festivities. You've had this battle, which feels like it's been 2 hours because it has. And yeah, so it's entirely up to you if you want to take a short rest now.
Yeah, I think we probably should. Yeah, well, let Quinch go in the pork hut and then.
So Quinch goes into the pork hut, and which is lovingly entitled. I didn't say this. It's called Pigs for You, and it's inside. You see, a fairly disrupted and destroyed establishment. There's a very disturbed young woman there. Covered in the remnants of the roof, a guard who is looking to try and console her and settle her down. You can see half a hog roast, where obviously this has happened during the day, where this is halfway through being sort of sold off. Essentially, there's still some pork left on the beast. But it's already in the process, and that is what you see. It's a fairly modest little establishment. It's everything you imagine Pigs for You would be at the Festival of Aegon.
Fair maiden, I'm sorry that you had to go through such hardships. I promise you, myself and my band of brothers were trying our hardest to reach you in time. We even ushered for this guardsman to come tend to you. Are you okay?
As you say that, the guard sort of looks at you in a sort of slightly confused manner, not understanding that you called him. He was brought here with the rest of his group, but he doesn't say anything because he doesn't feel it's necessary. And what did you say to her? Sorry. She just looks at you and says, "Oh, thank you so much. I quite honestly didn't know what to do. I wanted to run when I saw the rest of the group and the rest of my customers running. My first instinct was to run with them, but by the time that I felt I was ready to get out, they were upon me, and I was frozen, not knowing what to do."
And what's your name, fair maiden?
My name is Eria.
Area, are you the owner of this establishment?
I am, yes. I travel from town to town. This is a good time of year for me to come to Amphail. The festival is usually a tremendous time for this town, and I won't lie that it's one of my favourite spots to set up.
Oh, I just realised that I didn't happen to see the name of the building in all of the commotion. Is this the Pigs for You stall?
It is, yes. We have some pigs, and she sort of motions behind her at the hog roast that is it's looking a little worse from aware. There's no denying it's while some of it looks pretty still edible, there's quite a bit of debris shattered across it.
I was speaking to some of the other festival goers earlier, and they said that you had some of the tastiest and most enticing pork in all of the land. Is that true?
I mean, I like to think so. We hunt our pork on a regular basis. We don't keep farmed pigs or anything like that. We tend to get the wild animals, as we feel that is the most morally correct thing to do. In an establishment where we slaughter them and cook them for other people to Bye.
Yes.
But no. Would you like to try some? I think there might be some of this that's still,
Yes. How much is it? I'll happily give you some payment.
No, I couldn't possibly ask you after saving my life. The least I can do is offer you a nice, warm, juicy sandwich.
Well, yes, I'll certainly have some. Thank you so much.
Do you think your colleagues would like some? I think there's just about enough here to.
No, I wouldn't have thought. No, of course they would. Yeah, fellas, come in. They're treating us to pork.
And she turns around and rather timidly and rather shaken, she carves off a little bit of the pig and puts it between a nice piece of bread for you and puts some condiments on there, and she hands it over to you, and she sort of looks at the other people that have joined. I don't know if anyone else has come in.
Yeah, I'd like to go in.
100%.
But, before I go in, I'd just like to look at our doubles that we were rope pulling with, tug of warring even, and go, you lot were fucking useless. You don't get any pork. Just make my way in.
They disappeared the moment.
I know
you let
they
go of
did.
the rope.
Fucking cowards.
I'm just outside. I'll be like, I don't eat pork, thank you. I'm a Muslim. And then I turn to, and then I can't believe you've given me a goat. I turn to my goat, and I use my speak with animals, and I go, so, how's things?
Oh God!
It's okay.
Did you have? Why were you in the giant sweaty pocket?
I don't know, but there was 3 of us.
Please ask.
I was
his
the last
name.
one.
Would anyone like me to ask the goat anything in particular?
Could you ask him his name?
Oh yes. What is your name, goat friend?
Sebastian.
Excellent, Sebastian. Would you like to join us on our journey?
Not really.
Unfortunately, it's not going to be an option. I was asking out of kindness, but you will be with us until we inevitably eat you, or get bored of you, or just anything.
Or entirely forget that we've got him with us, which
Yeah.
much like my weasel and my pet mouse and various other things.
But given how entertaining your voice is, you'll be with us for a very long time.
Will there be grass?
Look around. There's always grass.
Can I stay with the grass?
We'll bag up some grass and bring it with us for you.
Oh, lovely.
And with that, I use some rope and turn him into a backpack, and just.
Oh no!
I assume that's a joke. I'm not letting that happen to a goat on my watch.
Dead goblin. We'll give it a go. Go on, roll for dexterity or whatever it was. Be like a goat that I have to voice. I don't think so. No, that's fine.
Yeah. So going back to Area, she carves off plenty of pork and hands over to whoever wants it.
See, I hadn't decided whether or not I was going to bring my own dietary preferences into the game and impose them on Dweezil. But as Sam is doing that with Krill, I think that I'm going to look at Daboff with a look in my eye as if to say, "You going to eat some meat, sunshine?" Because I'm not.
With that, I just ram it into my neck. Or, actually, what I'm going to do is be a real smart ass and go, for every burger you don't eat, I'm going to eat 2.
Brilliant.
Just to be the absolute asshole meat eater that I can roleplay as, because in fantasy, everything is possible.
Everything is sustainable.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask Aria if she's got a vegetarian option for me and Krill.
Continuing my asshole meat eater.
She says the grass outside.
Yeah, I'm going to say the door, my friend.
She looks around the hut and she sort of then looks back down to the hand that's holding the sandwich, the sandwich that she was going to offer to you, and then she just tips it upside down so all the meat falls out, and then she just hands you what's left. Says, "I'm sorry, No, you'd be surprised how many people come to Pigs for You for their vegetarian options.
Yeah, that'll do. I'll eat the meaty bread.
But thank you. I mean, I've not seen a giant in ever. I don't think. I mean, it's not something you'd think you'd forget, but I've never seen a giant, and you took on 3 of them, and you survived, and I don't know what would have happened if they'd got into here. So thank you. You know, and she motions to the guard and sort of hits him across the arm and says, "Terence, why weren't you here before?" And Terence just sort of shrugs and says, "Well, we're here now."
Terence.
Do you want some pork, Terence?
Terence and Sebastian.
Could Greg go over and see Kattamon?
Of course.
He's like, great, more voices.
Kattamon, did you see me take down a giant? I can't help but think that would be haiku-worthy. Perhaps you should spread the tale of Gregor Mo Wallows. I can't even say my own name. Sorry, bubble in throat as I said it. Gregory Wallows. Yes, tell my tales.
And with that, Kattamon tries to desperately remember what her voice was like, and says, "No, me not see that. Me fight this one." That's now not there. I don't know what she's indicating towards, but she's indicating towards the giant space where there was a giant. "But if you say you kill one, me think of one. Me think of haiku for you." And she gets out her book.
If it helps, I've got the last line for you. Gregory roast you.
Probably Gregor Mello rather than Gregory. She wants to get your name right, doesn't she?
Gregor Mel roast you. Yes, that works. I use that bit. And then she walks past you rather rudely. Or actually, she turns her back on you and walks around the other way, because she did see Dweezil on during the fight, and she makes a beeline for Dweezil, and she holds out her hand to Dweezil and says, "You good bard. You lose unfairly," and holds out her hand.
I look at it, I think, and I take her hand.
Wow.
And shake her hand.
Wow.
While
say-
that's happening, can I pickpocket her again?
As you shake her hand, she does look at you. She looks down on you. She is a half orc after all.
Yeah.
She's taller than you. She looks down on you, and as you're shaking hands, she goes, "But you still did lose," and winks at you.
I do actually want to
Yeah,
pickpocket her, by the way. I am stood right next to her.
Okay.
I carry on shaking her hand just to provide a longer distraction.
Okay, are you mage handing or are you hand handing?
Seeing as it's for my good friend Dweezil, I think that deserves my real hand. So I'm just going to add the personal touch.
That's good out of context.
Yeah.
Right, sleight of hand, yeah?
So where are you in the hut at the moment?
Yeah, I'm kind of in the doorway by the looks of things.
Yeah, he's standing right next to me.
Okay. Yes. Sleight of hand for me, please.
It's 18.
18.
Well, actually, no, it's 18
you-
plus my bonus, which is...
Massive. It's like +7 or something daft, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is +7, so that's what... 25?
25.
So yeah, you managed to. What are you looking? What are you trying to?
Just seeing what's in there. Just
pickpocket?
at this point, it's just out of spite. I don't even care if I just steal like the thread from her clothes. It doesn't really matter to me.
I don't know if you've ever seen a pickpocket, but they hardly just put their hand in and start rummaging around and just go.
Tell you what, with a 25, I
Just
do.
in her pocket.
I think I've got all the time in the world with a 25.
You can climb in.
The first thing your hand comes across is a dagger.
I'll have it.
Take a dagger.
What's next?
It's like hook a duck
Roll a
over it.
D100.
Kattamon walks away from the conversation completely naked because Davos was just taking everything from.
Is it any sort of special type of dagger or just a dagger?
It's just a dagger. It's just a dagger.
Has Sebastian got a friend in there? Is there another goat?
Kattamon, still in conversation with Dweezil, says, "Perhaps one day we meet again. Perhaps one day I join you and your friends. It is lonely on the road, no?"
The road can be a very lonely place, Kattamon. Thankfully, bards like us will always find company wherever we go.
Dweezil was like, thankfully, I've got friends.
I must ask you one question before I go.
Go on.
What is Blue Dragon's name?
Oh! Quinch. Quinch, the lover of bards.
Breaker of hearts.
That sounds,
That's what
that
it should have
sounds like
been.
you guys are intimately connected.
I mean, we've heard their backstory. They are.
I must ask, is he pure blood?
Pure blood dragonborn.
Is he pure blood?
It's interesting you should ask that. No, he is not.
Kattamon travel. Kattamon hear things. Someone is looking for him.
Who is looking for him, Kattamon?
I don't know. I just hear people looking for Bard who be with Blue Dragon.
People looking for the bard who is with the blue dragon.
People look for Blue Dragon and Bard.
That's understandable. We are quite a... And I look over at Quinch, so we are quite a big deal. We are...
Catching wind of the conversation, Quinch obviously turns around. Well, actually, he's just going to wrap up things with
You've forgotten her name already.
No, I haven't. I would imagine I've written it down.
Kattamon says...
No. I'm going to finish up my business with the owner of
Aria.
Aria, I'd like you to have this. Quinch hands over one human tooth. He says, "This is a good luck omen. It is from a place called Verilistir, which I'll write down just in case I say it again. Verilistir.
I like the idea that we come out of Storm King's Thunder where MJ's literally written an entire adventure for someone else to play.
Verilistir, as I'm sure you will know, is the land of the lucky, and that is where I found these teeth. And if you keep this tooth with you, wherever you go, you will have great fortune and luck." He doesn't even await to hear any kind of response about that.
Yeah.
Before.
I get the feeling that you've sort of just taken her hand and forced a tooth into her. Like, you've not offered it to her. You've just done that sort of like mildly patronising thing where you've just grabbed her hand and just put it in there, and she sort
That's
of
exactly it.
Yeah, and she looks down at it and she sort of thinks, this isn't the worst thing that's happened to me today. And she takes it and she pockets it and says, "Thank you. I didn't even ask your name."
My name is Quinch, the bringer of omens, but the giver of good omens.
Well, certainly you've given me something. Thank you.
I wish your business every success. He turns around to Kattamon and says, "Who is looking for us?"
I don't know. Is someone...
Who did you hear it from?
Whispers. I mean, I did not know you. It was just things I heard. Me hear things. I sometimes say I sometimes say me. I don't know if me say I or me. But me hear things about Bard and Dragon. I did not know who you are. I paid it no mind. I just heard it on the road. On road.
Okay, Kattamon. Interesting.
Okay, Quinch.
Can I just ask a question about the teeth? Didn't the teeth get blown up when you turned them into a bomb?
No, he didn't.
Oh, he did turn. Did he put some of his teeth in the bomb at the back at the graveyard?
He didn't use
Oh,
all
actually,
of
I
them.
don't think he used it. I don't think he
didn't
actually
use it,
used
no.
it either.
I didn't use it, no, but that is
So
a
now she
good
has a bomb.
point. Yeah, I will. I'll do some private looking around. I do still have the bomb, so I don't remember if I said how many teeth I used in the bomb. No, I've written down minus. I've got a note here, -4 teeth. I don't know what that was for. Thank you. I'll have
Was that
to
how many
think about
teeth
that.
you lost when you tripped over in the cave?
If any listeners out there are also playing Storm Kings of Thunder, I'd just be interested to know whether any of you are keeping a track of the teeth that your players are looking for. Okay, so with that, Kattamon sort of tips her head to you, makes her goodbyes, and heads off into the distance. Ironically, in the same direction that the giants went, but we don't think that's necessarily anything to do with them. It just happens to be the fastest way out of town.
Can I jump in?
Yes.
Yeah. Good that you've got that voice prepared because so Sebastian, I have an idea. I don't know why my voice is this, and it's just changing constantly. I want to run this idea by you.
Okay.
I have a friend. He's very small. I point at Davov and goes, "See him? He's a bit bigger than him. He's a teddy bear. His name is Mr. Mosey.
What's a teddy bear?
It's like a real bear, but teddy.
I'm an animal. I have no concept of teddies.
Imagine if I took out everything inside you and filled you with hay, and then pretended you were real.
I am real.
You're not quite getting the point. How do you feel about being a mount? I would get you some armor. And you could be one of us. Again, similar to my first question earlier, it's not optional. I'm just being polite.
Jesus.
I guess I'll go with it because I don't think I've got much choice. I mean, I'm the DM and I've got no choice. That's weird.
Excellent. And with that, I bring Sebastian over to the gang. Everyone, we have a new companion. I would like to introduce you to Sebastian the Goat.
Hello, Sebastian.
Seb.
Pleased to meet you.
And just at that moment that he says that, he bends his head down and starts eating the grass on the floor, just as his tail just does a little swish like that and loads of shit comes out the back of it.
Ha ha ha! He does that for fun. It's hilarious. It'll never get old.
Oh, God.
Lovely.
Okay.
Yeah, done with that bit.
Should we have a little rest then, boys?
I just had a short rest, but I'm happy for a longer one.
Yeah, so you're going to what? You're just going to sit here, eat your sandwiches? What do you want to do on your rest? You're just going to have any downtime that you want to do? Anything you guys in character wish to talk about? Any
Can I go and check on the armour? I forgot how long we said it would be, and I forgot how long it's been.
She said it would be a week. It's been about 5 hours.
Krill goes to check up on the
He's going to stand looking in the window, watching the whole time, all week.
I know you're busy, but I was wondering if you've got time to do some armour for a goat.
So are you genuinely doing that? You can feel free to do, if you wish to go and talk to her again, feel free to go and talk to her again. It's entirely up to you. I'm just saying, I mean, realistically, no progress has been made. She may not have even started it.
I really want the goat armour.
Fucking hell. Are you going to go back and order some goat armour?
I'm tempted.
Our horses haven't even got armour.
Why does the goat need armour?
Actually, after me getting smacked up by some giants, I need some armour for myself.
Oh, it's not so funny now, is it, MJ?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you spent all your money, so you don't have any money to
mate,
buy yourself
I am. You don't realise I am balling. I don't know how I've ended up with this much money, but at some point, I ended up with a lot of money. I think the fact that I'm the son of a chieftain probably started me out all right. Then I won a competition. Yeah, I don't know how the fuck I've got so much money, but I do. Let's go have a chat with the bird and see if she's got any armour for someone of my size already made. If not, I'll leave it, but I would like some armour.
Okay, is that what you want to do? Is there anything else you want to do? Anyone else want to do?
Whilst we're here, if it's convenient, I wouldn't mind finding out about the tug of war.
Yeah, that we won.
Okay.
There's a staff member anywhere.
Okie dokie. Right. Okay, so you head over to where you were doing the tug of war, and you meet up. He's returned to the area. It's as a reminder, it was a half elf, and he says, "Oh, well, welcome, guys. Thank you. I mean, I must admit, I ran for my own safety, and to hopefully live another day. But I still was able from a distance to see the battle that ensued between you and those awful creatures." And he points to Krill and says, "You in particular seem to take them on single-handedly. It felt from the distance.
I did.
I didn't see much of the rest of you joining in. So to you in particular, my name is Leonis. I don't know I can't remember if we introduced each other previously. Your name is, sorry?
My name is Krill. Krill Tazula.
Thank you, Krill. Absolutely just tremendous work. If it wasn't for this dodgy ankle of mine, I would have got involved, but I was too worried that I might cause myself a nuisance more than anything. But thank you very much for helping us out there."
You are...
Don't be silly, Leonis. We didn't save your life.
Well, I mean, I'm alive, and one of those is dead. So, you've saved my life. You saved the lives of many people today.
That's your words, not mine.
Okay. Interesting. I'm trying to be nice, and you seem to have taken offence to that. It's quite odd.
Sorry, no. I'm a very Dweezil.
A half elf. One of my own. How are you, sir?
I'm very well, Leonis. I'm sorry to hear about your ankle.
Oh, it's terrible. I took an arrow to it, and it's never been the same since.
Oh, they're terrible things. The arrow to the ankle. Who do we speak to about our reward for winning the tug of war, good sir?
Reward?
Yes, our prize.
Prize?
If I say other things, are you just going to repeat them, but at a slightly higher pitch?
Repeat them? I don't think anybody's... Did Papa say something about a prize for
I believe Papa did tell us that there would be a substantial prize for winning the tug of war.
Silly old guy. He was obviously talking about the stature and the pride that it brings to anybody who wins. I mean, you've literally beaten yourself in public.
Papa did mention that due to the with the Festival of Aegon being such an important part of Amphel, that if we were to win the tournament and we were to win the tug of war, that one of the partner sponsor merchants within the town would be able to provide us with a prize of our choosing. So I was speaking to my friend earlier, and we were talking about possibly redeeming our prize at the blacksmith.
I mean, that's, first of all, I must say that is very confusing, because that is not something that I am privy to with Papa. Can you roll me a deception check?
Yeah, of course I can. Let's go for, let's say 15.
That's I run the tug of war every year. I think I would know if there was going to be a prize. I mean, this sounds very much like a Papa problem to me. I certainly. I mean, if there's something redeemable at Alyssa's, you can ask her. But I mean, Alyssa rarely takes a part in these festivities. I mean, usually she's just working. She's a very busy woman. Some of the requests that woman gets are quite unbelievable. I can. But yes, I would suggest, if you really wish to take this further, you either speak to Papa if you can find him, or Alyssa.
We will do that. Perhaps either I misunderstood or perhaps Papa was confused. It was very, very busy.
Perhaps. I mean, Papa is getting on a little bit, and it's very surprising because we don't normally have a prize for tug of war. I mean, given the events of the day, given what you've done for this town, it's very possible you may be able to elicit some sort of discount out of Alyssa, but I wouldn't wish to speak on her behalf. I don't know if you've met her. She's quite spiky.
Yes. It's Leonis, isn't it?
Myself? Yes, it is Leonis.
Thank you, Leonis.
We found her very pleasant. How's the other ankle, by the way?
Tremendous.
Good. Nice talking to you.
Your ankles? Sorry,
Sorry. I can't continue.
Sounds like your ankles are fine, but your throat not so much. Yes. So, I just listen. All prizes aside, I must say it was a tremendous effort that you guys put in with the tug of war. I've not seen one like that in quite some time. Well done. From an entertainment point of view, it was tremendous. It's just a shame it was spoilt at the end as well. I mean, that's another issue. I don't really wish to get into the rule books, but officially you didn't cross the line.
Oh, how far?
Still got a rage left.
No, that's... And Quinch walks off.
I'd like to pickpocket him. Spite again. Not having that.
I think I might need to go back to... Yeah, I think I might need to go back to Luke's character introduction where he said, my rogue's not just going to be a steely.
Oh, he only steals from people that he deems worthy of stealing from.
Oh my god.
He's like Robin Hood.
Yeah, I steal from assholes.
Except...
Sometimes literally.
Okie dokie, feel free.
Right, I'm going to roll sleight of hand. 14?
No, he as you get a bit, again, is this real hand or mage hand?
Real.
As you get a bit closer, he goes, oh, hello there. Stand a little bit close there, little guy. I must say that your tactic with the immovable rod was very smart, very very clever way to try and introduce that into the tug of war.
Oh, why? Thank you. I was just noticing these fine trousers you've got on, and just wanted to feel the cloth.
Well, yeah, they are actually. You look at them, and they are quite stylish, I admit. But as you'll see, they are actually now reinforced at the bottom of them. I do wish to not have another arrow to the ankle, so actually you can't really tell. But and he bends down and he just taps on the ankle of the trousers, as you see, clink clink. They are actually heavily armoured, just in the ankle
I just look up at him and go, "Oh, I thought that was. I reckon there's some of you in there as well. You know, if you know what I mean. I reckon that's not all all padding and armour. If someone clearly works out and just pats him on the muscle awkwardly, trying to hide the fact that he was trying to rob him blind.
I do what I can in these days. I do what I can.
It shows. And then just walks off.
Turns to Dweezil. Quite liked him. Quite enamoured by that little one. Anyway, listen, I feel that my time here is finished. I don't think you're going to get any more information, and there's no need to talk to me anymore.
Rude.
No. I'm just saying I can't really offer you much more information that others can't.
Can we go to the blacksmiths, please?
You're like a child on the run up to Christmas.
You didn't want to introduce Sebastian to Leonis, or whatever his name was, the rude one.
Sebastian, Leonis, Sebastian. Sebastian needs armor. I need armor. Do you have armor? I don't think so. Let's go.
Ankle armor.
Sebastian starts chewing at the trousers, and Leonis just pats him away. Get off, you smelly beast.
How very fucking dare you?
No, I was talking to the goat.
Oh, I repeat myself. How very fucking dare you? He is one of us. He is
chewing on my
He is a
trousers.
part of the party who just saved this town.
Probably more useful than Quinch, to be fair.
He only did 4 less damage.
Right. Okay. So, Leonis bids you leave and walks away. And so I don't think, unless anyone else has anything else they wish to do, we're gonna take the long walk up to the blacksmiths to.
This is gonna go well.
What? Just before we go, what was the blacksmith's name?
Alyssa.
Ilyssa.
I'm gonna forget it in 5 minutes.
Alyssa explains it all.
Correct. Nicely done there. Lovely 90s reference. Sebastian, the teenage witch. She, as you walk into the blacksmiths, you notice that she's not there.
Thank you for joining us on our adventures. Please subscribe and leave a review on whichever platform you listen to podcasts through. You can also find us on Instagram and Twitter at Dice and Desire, where we share behind the scenes bits and bobs, and we'd love to interact with you there.
We're going to give it another go. It's a bit more zing. A bit of zing. Zing. Yeah. Ready? Hello. With a hello. No.
Hello.
Wait till I get through the whole thing. Ready? Hello with a billowing hilltop.
Hello.
Oh dear.
We're waiting to get through the whole thing.
No. I mean,
I thought that was the whole thing.
The whole thing is hello with a billowing hilltop. Okay. That's the whole thing. Yeah?
Okay.
That
was right.
That pretty much sums up the show. But if you want to find out any more, you can visit us at www.billowinghilltop. Is it com? Does anybody know?
.org.
Is it?
It's .com.
What do we do? What do we play?
There's monsters.
Does anybody remember?
Walking around.
I don't know.
And, yeah.
And we will be delighted if you were to join us around our table as we play Dungeons. Is it 5th edition? Hello?
Yeah, we think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. We
What
play
was that
Dungeons
noise
and Dragons.
in the background?
Sorry, that was me.
What was that noise in the background? There will be noises in the background as we play Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition through the classic Paizo adventure path, The Age of Worms. You can expect this. No! Quite a bit of this.
I'm completely lost.
This. This.
Got a bugbear in my underpants.
And one of these.
Oh dear.
We're on Apple Podcasts, and we're on Spotify, and we're on TuneIn, and you can find us on Twitter, and you can find us on Facebook. And we hope you join us. Thanks very much.